And along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. Hey, Dave.
Thanks very much. Now, improving NBA officiating has gone high-tech. Today, the NBA uses the proprietary game review system, which is broken down from double-digit camera angles. Analysts spend a day or two dissecting each game. And, Kevin, that data is used for evaluating, training, and communication with the teams.
Isn't that something? I mean, every day there's something new. Fascinating, fascinating stuff, DA. Thank you. So the opening lineup for the Suns. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. And it's Ayton in at the center, locking down the middle. And for Portland, Nurkic the pivot with Grant at the other post spot. Gary Payton II is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Winslow in at the 3.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
Paul against Lillard. Now Paul. And there's the pass to Ayton. Paul kicks to Booker. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Bridges. That one, no good. And it's Portland the other way. In just 4 seasons, Phoenix, Greg, went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise. You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Now here's Paul, and here's Booker from the arc. Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
Yeah, if Ayton can get in that kind of position, he can be a bully on the inside.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Lillard dishes to Nurkic. Lillard the pass to Payton. Lillard scanning the floor. Nurkic with it. Now guarded by Ayton. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Greg, you take a look at Nurkic. He is at his best going against big-name centers.
Nurkic is the kind of player who rises to a challenge, can be a bit inconsistent in what he gives you, but he loves the challenge of going up against the best.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
And sometimes a trade is exactly what a player needs. And that was the case with Jusuf Nurkic.
Yeah, back in 2017, you remember, it was Jokic, Nurkic, back and forth. They were getting limited playing time. And then finally, there was a trade that allowed Nurkic to get from Denver to Portland. And he's kind of doubled up everything in terms of its production since then.
No good on the second free throw. And while it's still very early in the season, the top teams, Greg, have already started to distinguish themselves across the NBA.
Getting off to a hot start, always a good sign. But don't sleep on the teams that are still getting locked in. A lot can change in the coming months.
Now, here's Lillard. Outside, Payton. Back to Winslow. 6 to shoot. They double him with Ayton. Winslow, the pass to Nurkic, uses the glass to finish the layup.
There's a good indicator of Winslow and his feel for the game. I like how much he makes a concentrated effort to get the ball right there to the open man.
Lillard against Paul. Pass to Booker. Back to Paul. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by Payton.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
Winslow's shot is off.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him, and that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Booker looking around. Bridges passes to Johnson. Clock at 6. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
When they ran the offense right, they found some easy shots, but on that occasion, it was few and far between.
Yeah, lots of ups and downs. One good possession, 2 bad ones, 1 good one. They could never get on a steady run and play some solid offense.
Suns trail by 3. Here's Bridges. The rebound by Grant.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Floats one.
Oh, he has the size and can get up quickly. Ayton with the throwback.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Down low, Nurkic with the steal. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Lillard finds Payton. And Payton throws it down.
Maybe worrying a bit too much about Lillard that time, dropping the dime to the unguarded player.
And the Suns call their first time out of the game.
And you look at the loyalty Lillard has shown, stuck with the Blazers through thick and thin. It's why he is beloved in Portland.
Here's Paul. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Ayton at the elbow. Pass to Booker. It's taken away by Payton. Passes it to Winslow. He dishes it to Grant. Shoots from 12. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And at some point, Greg, you wonder if Lillard is the greatest Blazer of all time.
Listen, he is in the conversation. You'd have to include Walt and Drexler up there. But Lillard's resume in Portland has a strong argument.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
Here's Lillard after the Suns pick up 2. Rouse contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Man, at the point guard position, are you kidding me? Explosive scoring ability and body control. That results in a bucket and a free throw.
And the 0 Damian Lillard wears on his jersey is more than just a number to him.
Yeah, Greg, we know that represents the letter O, as Dame grew up in Oakland, went to college in Ogden, and became an NBA star in Oregon. Oh, my. That's a lot of O's.
Lillard, no good on the free throw.
Voted one of the top 75 NBA players of all time. We should be enjoying the seasons that Damian Lillard is putting up in the next couple years.
And the dunk by Grant.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
And it's Paul with the ball for the Suns. 7-point differential. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
And guys, you just can't afford to give away points from the foul line. Not in the NBA. Teams are just too talented.
Yeah, it's not always just about free throw shooting, but it can be a large factor and disrupt your confidence.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
Sometimes the offense can be keyed by just quick possession. So you get a steal and you can get out in transition. They seem to be very focused on that end of the floor.
Man, Devin Booker is a true shooter. A walking bucket, always ready to let it fly.
And the proof is right there in the numbers, Greg. I mean, 2 seasons in a row, he's been top 10 in field goal attempts. So he knows how, when, and where to get that ball up.
Now, here's Payton. Pocket 4, over Ayton. No good off the back of the rim.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Fade away. That one, no good. And it's Portland the other way. Payton with it. Chris Paul covering. Winslow wide open. And he fires a three-pointer off the mark. And Booker kicks to Paul. Now the pass to Ayton. Johnson right side. It's taken away by Payton. Here's Lillard. And the rejection by Ayton. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. Eubanks, he's checked in for Portland. And Fernie Simons comes in for Gary Payton. And for the Suns, Saric comes in for Johnson. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Chris Paul. Pass to Winslow. It's hauled in by the Suns. Bridges attacking.
Well, it was such a feel-good moment, at least for a little while. Mikal Bridges grew up in Philly, obviously played his college ball there, and his mom was working for the 76ers at the time, so it just felt right as the 10th overall pick in the 2018 draft for him to be a 76er.
And the first one at the line is good.
Mikal Bridges is one of those guys who maybe is a jack of all trades and master of nothing, willing to do whatever it takes to help the team win.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Watford's checked in, and it's Nasir Little in for Justice Winslow. And Phoenix also making a switch. Crowder, he's checked in for 8. Both free throws good from Bridges.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Portland's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Simons surveying the D. Hart kicks to Simons. 5 on the clock. Turn around Jay. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Bridges passes to Saric. Back to Bridges. Simons against Booker. Trying to get open is Crowder. No good from Booker. Portland leading. Greg, when you watch Fernie Simons play, you can see the burst he has on the ball.
And that goes for him attacking the rim and rising up for a shot. Impossible to stay in front of him with that quick first step. And with his skill and athleticism, boy, the sky's the limit.
Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. GA, something that's kept Portland from getting over the hump is their defense.
Kevin, their defensive rating hasn't been pretty for several years. It's a point of emphasis for the Blazers going forward. Shore up the D and try and take that next step.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Lee's checked in for Mikal Bridges. And it's Torrey Craig in for Booker.
After missing the playoffs for 10 consecutive seasons, boy, the Suns not only got to the postseason in 21, They made it all the way to the finals. So what a turnaround for that franchise.
Now here's Saric. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Pass to Craig. 4 on the clock. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And Saric, just one of those European players that comes over with the fundamentals. Beautiful play there.
Here's Simons. It's been quite a turnaround, hasn't it, Brent, for Phoenix? Ever since they acquired Chris Paul in that trade from Oklahoma City, they've been a different team.
Yeah, and I don't think you can really give enough credit to what it is that Chris Paul has brought, along with the combination and relationship that he has with Monty Williams. I mean, that leadership with that young roster and giving those guys belief has elevated the play of everybody who's put on that uniform.
Now here's Little after the miss from Jay Crowder. Simons, the pass to Watford. Here's Little. Passes it to Hart. Fires the 3. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And for Little, that's a quality find right there, just dropping that pass.
Now here's Payne. The pass to Craig. Back to Payne. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Trailblazers leading by 3. Simons kicks to Little. Back to Simons. Pass to Watford. Now here's Hart. No good from outside. Now here's Payne. Defense is right there. Pass to Crowder. Passes it to Craig. One-on-one here. Here's Little, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Defense playing Little pretty tight.
Brent, Nasir Little has certainly been stepping up lately, hasn't he?
Yeah, some nice progression from him and taking on more responsibility for this team. Obviously, with star players out, the coaching staff's going to lean on some of their younger players, and that might accelerate the growth. Nasir Little certainly took a lot of pride in being an energy guy and a defender last year, and that's going to bode well for his foundation.
He's off on the first.
Lots of intrigue around Nasir Little and how it is that his game is going to evolve. Since entering the league, he's consistently worked on developing all of his abilities: shooting, defense, rebounding. The sky's the limit here.
And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time.
And we see Portland revamping on the fly. A lot of changes, but it's not a rebuild. This new look roster hoping to keep the Blazers relevant while also giving them a greater upside long term.
Simons, the pass to Hart. Little with the ball. Working on Lee, and there's the call on Dario Saric. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. He's 0 of 2 at the line in this one.
And from the line a season ago, 73%.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Something you noticed about these Suns last year was their offensive talents, Brent. It could be seen from top to bottom.
Man, they got plenty of great shooters on the floor. Obviously, one of the great distributors of all time in Chris Paul. And with these guys scoring in a variety of ways, really tough to defend from inside, outside, and the deadly mid-range of your leader.
Now here's Payne. Saric outside. Payne in the post, covered by Simons. Payne can't hit.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Here's Hart. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
This is a solid opening quarter right here. Very active and creating a lot of good opportunities for himself.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
And Payne just playing eyes-up basketball, seeing that opportunity.
We've got 1:23 left in the first quarter. The pass to Little. Here's Eubanks. Here's Hart. Count it. Hart's got his 3rd bucket of the night. 1:06 left to play in the first quarter. Now here's Payne, covered by Simons. Lee passes to Crowder. Over Little. The rebound by Watford. Deflects the pass. Portland leading by 5. In the corner, it's Little. From past the arc. Here's Eubanks. Another shot. Can't connect from short range. Phoenix has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And the shot's good from Crowder.
And you can't forget about Jay out there in transition and getting to the right spot on the floor.
We've got 28 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Little. Back to Simons. Pass to Hart. And he uses the glass on the layup. Hart's got 9.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Payne up top. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Campaign just a grinder and has stuck with it. His career arc is quite interesting. Spent time in the G League, and a few years back he was out of the league. Now he's back. He's confident. He's dependable, and he's a huge part of a team playing winning basketball.
And he knocks down the first one. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Trailblazers lead by 3. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. Guys, what stands out from the Blazers so far?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
Just playing some real gritty defense right now, just getting up in bodies and forcing a lot of turnovers.
Here's Lillard. His last outing, 16 points for him. Nurkic the pivot with Grant at the other post spot. Damian Lillard out there with Gary Payton II. And it's Winslow in at the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Paul finds Johnson. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Johnson's got his second bucket tonight. Well, if there's one thing, Greg, that defines a modern NBA big man, it is mobility.
And they've got to be able to move their feet and really play in space. Otherwise, they just can't stay on the floor in today's game.
And Portland has possession. The Suns getting the bucket. And Lillard gets it to go.
You love the way Lillard moves the ball and uses his body to shield it as he gets in there and gets bumped.
That was the 2K drive, as that move deserved another look.
And that's what a coach loves to see in a close game. Just put your head down and make something happen.
Now here's Paul. He's coming off a 13-point game against Dallas.
Yeah, but all around offensively, the performance was great. He knew when he had it going, but he also knew he could get other guys going. So his passing right up there on the level with his scoring in that one.
Now Lillard following Chris Paul's three-point attempt. Here's Payton and the pass to Nurkic in the corner. Winslow with it. 6 on the shot clock. Misses from the corner. Suns trail by 3. Bridges attacking. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Bridges showing off his athleticism. He's able to get in there at full speed and still score.
And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. And now the latest from our reporter, David Alden.
Thanks very much. Now, the Blazers missed the playoffs last season for the first time in almost a decade. Coach Phillips says, it's been a lot here so far, but I just know that I'm built for this. This is what I do, and it gives me the opportunity to stand up as a man to show that I can lead. I'm ready for it. Kevin?
I think he is, and he's embracing the challenge, which is fun to watch. David, thanks. Here's Booker, following the score by Damian Lillard. Ayton with it. 14 points from him the last game against Dallas. Hands it from downtown.
This is how Chris Paul keeps the defense honest, making enough threes that you can't leave him alone anywhere on the floor.
At the elbow, Nurkic. Kicks it to Payton. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It goes on Devin Booker.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. First free throw is good.
And you look at the young talent the Blazers have, a nice young core group that can grow. Simon's the big name from that crew.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. And Simons and Little Greg, a pair of names Portland fans are definitely excited about.
And they have shown that they can be valuable players. Portland got a lot younger with the trades they made last year. Now they have to have that youth develop.
Here's Lillard. Devin Booker picking up that last basket. And there's Grant on the assist by Lillard. And the Trailblazers lead by 1.
And Grant doing a great job. Just bounced off the contact there and then finished off the shot.
Bridges outside. Pass to Booker. And Payton sends it back. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter.
Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. And now another look at that great drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
That's an incredible move by him on what's been an impressive night all around.
Ayton at the elbow. The pass to Bridges. Portland grabs the miss. Payton's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That's his first foul. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. 3-point lead. This game against Phoenix here, it's the first look at the Suns.
The game is the first of a 3-game season series for these clubs, both looking to take round 1.
And I don't know if I'm going to call these guys rivals, but as conference opponents, they're still familiar with each other. Neither team will want to give an inch in this first meeting.
And the Suns call time. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Now here's Paul. Pass to Ayton. On the wing, Bridges. 4 on the shot clock. And it's Paul missing. Trailblazers leading by 6. To the middle. Peyton passes to Nurkic. Lillard outside. They get a hand on it. And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. Paul with the 3. Can they get it? And Ayton with the layup. Ayton's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, again, with that kind of size, DeAndre Ayton is going to draw some fouls and does not shy away from contact.
Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Lillard, the pass to Grant. Winslow against Bridges. Lillard from outside. No good that time. The Suns go the other way with it. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Count the basket. And now just a 2-point Trailblazer lead.
You just can't shake Paul. Just takes the hit, absorbs it on his way to the basket.
The Trailblazers have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. And here's Winslow. The 10-footer. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Getting the foul on the shot.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Winslow. Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
And so he makes both from the line.
Justice Winslow, a very adaptable player in the NBA. One of those guys where coaches will ask him to do a lot of things, and he does a lot of things quite well.
Now here's Paul. He has 5. On the wing, Booker. There's the triple. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And it's Lillard missing. Suns trail by 4. Now Paul. Lillard with the rebound.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
Peyton dishes to Lillard. It's good. That basket, he's now 5 for 9.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
The Suns have gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. Paul outside. On the wing, Booker. Locked loose. Shot clock at 6. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. 3rd all all-time in career assists, second all-time in career assist percentage, and he looks far from done.
And Greg, what separates Paul from the other two guys that have more career assists is that Paul also averaged 18 points a game.
And he scores with efficiency. Really a one-of-a-kind talent. When he finally does decide to hang him up, I think he'd make a great head coach as well.
Both free throws good from Paul.
There's been a lot of stops in CP3's career, but there's been no doubt that when he's on the team, he is the vocal and emotional leader of their production.
And the first time out of the game called here for the Trailblazers will rank Chris Paul as undoubtedly one of the smartest players in the NBA.
And that's why he's been able to maintain such a high level of play for so long. As one of his teammates said, he has an IQ that's going to keep him on the floor until he's 50.
Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Chris Paul. Knocks it loose, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ayton. Suns on defense, trailing by 4. Hart the pass to Eubanks. And the rejection by Ayton. Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession. Here's Payne. Pass to Craig, and here is Saric. It's Crowder on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Over Hart. Shot by Crowder, no good. Portland leading by 4. In the corner, it's Little. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got 11 rebounds in the game. Saric, that's good.
Another example of Saric running the floor as a big man. He does that well.
Portland is gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Simons, the pass to Little. Back to Simons. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
That's exactly how you utilize the pick and roll. Simons looking really comfortable in the set there.
Payne passes to Ayton. Fades and shoots. Eubanks grabs the miss. For Portland, they've gone 7 of 13 from the field since the start of the second. Feeds it to Little. Simons on the wing. Passes to Hart. Back to Simons. The offensive rebound. Eubanks goes up and lays it nice and easy. Now it's a 6-point Portland lead.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And that one's good, Ayton.
The classic big man play there, just pushing right past the defense and finishing strong.
Here's Simons. Hard find Simons. The pass to Eubanks. Now here's Hart. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Scraping and clawing, doing everything he can to grow that lead.
Emphatic on the putback stuff.
Team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there.
Now here's Crowder. Pass to Craig. Back to Crowder. It's tipped. Little passes to Watford. He kicks it to Little. Just 5 on the clock. And Simons wide open. He'll fight. Off target from three-point range. Now here's Payne. Tight defense on him. And Ayton throws it down.
Does it feel good as a big man like Ayton to throw it down? You bet it does.
And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trailblazers. 4-point game. Hart the pass to Eubanks. Now here's Little. Defended by Crowder. Kicks to Little. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And it's Simons missing.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. And you can't give up looks like that all game long.
And hey, how about the career for a guy like Jay Crowder?
This guy has played some bully ball, and he doesn't mind playing inside. And I think guys love to have a guy who takes on that physical responsibility to be the tough guy on the team, something Jay Crowder enjoys doing himself.
And the first one drops.
Hey, guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
Grant, he's checked in for Portland. Lee's checked in for Phoenix.
And Crowder just keeps coming at you. He's pretty relentless. He will score. He definitely rebounds. And he for sure defends at an impressive level.
Now here's Hart. Gets it to fall. The bucket from Eubanks. Eubanks got 6 here in this quarter.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Payne looking around. Pass to Šarić. Launches it. The shot. No good. And it's Portland the other way.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Lee against Simons. Grant, right side. And he banks in the layup. And now a 6-point Portland lead.
Well, he's such an athletic forward. Absorbing contact is something that he's learning to do, getting much better at it.
Here's Payne. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Portland with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, guys. With head coach Monty Williams. Coach, how do you get things going a little bit more offensively?
Well, we got to set screens. We got to get stops. If we're getting stops, we can play in transition. That opens up a lot for us.
Yeah, you guys are hard to beat when you're out and running. We'll see if that happens more. Thanks, Coach. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They did lead by as many as 7 points in the first period. Taking a look at the Trailblazers, Kenny, what was your impression?
Well, first and foremost, you got to take care of the basketball, and that means playing with poise, making good decisions, and not giving away any possessions. They did a great job of that in the first half.
And Shaq, what'd you think about Phoenix?
And taking a look at their outside shooting, gotta be honest, it's pretty horrific. Under 30%, which is something we never want to see. They need to reevaluate what they're doing on offense because they're leaving points on the table.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half, about to get underway.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the 5 down low. Grant makes it off the glass. Grant's got the lead up to 8 now for Portland.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Paul outside. Passes it to Bridges. Booker against Payton. Paul from deep three-point land. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Paul's got 10.
And good tempo on that play as Chris Paul was in place for that jumper.
Trailblazers leading by 5. Payton outside. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Now here's Winslow. Back to Payton. Good D by Johnson. Suns trail by 5. Shoots a fader. Rebound by Nurkic. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Winslow's shot is off.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Johnson, good, and Paul gets the assist. He has 6.
Really enjoy his work on the inside. The D was there, but helpless.
For Portland, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Outside, Payton. And there's the pass to Grant. Nurkic in the post. Ayton's there. Nurkic can't hit.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Johnson kicks to Paul. Bridges outside. And Grant with the clear path to the hoop. And the dunk by Grant.
Really nice defense. I like it when Grant decides to take it himself after he gets that steal. Clear runway.
Back to Paul. Booker in the corner. That 3 off the mark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Portland leading by 5. Pass to Winslow. Here's Payton. Grant, right side. Pass to Winslow. Fires for 3.
They've been able to have some team success in this game despite what's been an awful shooting night for them.
Here's Bridges. And Winslow pulls it down.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together. Well, the instincts on defense on full display there. It was a gamble for sure, but it paid off big time in the form of a steal.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on Justice Winslow.
Well, Bridges doing a good job fighting hard past the foul, even after the release.
Both free throws good from Bridges. Trailblazers have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Lillard finds Winslow. Now Payton. Lillard outside. Ayton against Nurkic. Clock at 6. Knocked away. Here's Lillard. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. It's taken away by Payton. And he makes that one. Suns trail by 5. Paul with the ball. Now guarded by Winslow. Here's Ayton. And the layup is good. Ayton's got 10 points.
Ayton pouring a foundation there on the inside, just living in the paint.
Trailblazers have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Back to Lillard. Outside, Payton. He kicks to Lillard. To the paint. Nurkic trying to get open, and it's Grant that time on the assist by Lillard. Lillard's got 4 assists now tonight. Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
And a nice score that came from just attacking the rim. Huge play in this hotly contested game.
Now, here's Bridges. 6 points for him. Shoots over Winslow, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And Bridges really likes to get to the interior and earn himself some opportunities from the charity stripe.
The first one falls. Both free throws good from Bridges.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Lillard, the pass to Payton. Passes it to Winslow. Shot clock at 5. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Mikal Bridges picks one up.
It's a nice job by Winslow to force some of the issue with his size and draw contact on that shot.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Portland.
They're still slashing and attacking the rim, and the defense yet to make the adjustment and keep the ball in front.
And I feel like there's been an old school aspect to what they've done tonight, and that is pounding the ball inside, getting it down low, getting those looks in close. That's been effective.
That one misses. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for Phoenix, trailing by 4. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, Kevin. It is hard to forget the crazy draft night for Bridges in 2018. Drafted 10th by his hometown Sixers, his mom was an employee with the team. But he was traded an hour later to Phoenix. He says, it was tough, but once I came here, I loved it. Group of guys we had, I knew I wanted to be here. And they are sure glad they got him, Kevin.
They are indeed, no doubt. D.A., thank you. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
When you think about Nurkic, 7 foot, 300 pounds, and he gets around the rim, who's going to move him off that spot?
Simons, he's checked in for Gary Payton. And Phoenix also making a switch. Crowder's checked in. Suns trail by 5. Bridges outside. Here's Booker. Trying to get open is Crowder. A nice shot by Booker. Booker's got 7.
Doing most of his damage on the perimeter. That time Devin Booker showing he could score close to the rim.
Trailblazers have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Bridges against Winslow. Back to Lillard. The trade. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Stolen by Grant. There's Winslow. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, easy call.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
And Portland making a change here. Little's checked in. And for the Suns, Sharch has checked in for Cameron Johnson. Damian Lee comes in for Mikal Bridges. And it's Payne in for Chris Paul. And the Suns call time here.
And they're picking up a lot of fouls already in the penalty. Not a good sign. They need to focus on moving their feet and maintaining a good defensive position.
Eubanks, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Now here's Payne, covered by Simons. Payne dishes to Booker. Lee left side, lets it go from deep. The rebound by Grant. Grant's got rebound number 5 here tonight. First trip to the line for him here.
84%. That's what he was able to convert on a season ago from the line.
You know, Greg Anthony, people talk about Jeremy Grant as a scorer, but what about his passing?
Significantly better moving the ball along. He's leaving no stone unturned as he looks to maximize his abilities.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Hart's checked in.
Grant's playing with a great edge on the defensive end. Looks to poke that one away and comes up with a steal.
There's the pass to Lee. Booker with no one around. And the three off target. Portland leading by 8. Grant gets a wide open look. And it's off the back rim. No good.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
Lee finds Booker. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Damian Lillard.
Booker looks so often to shoot from the perimeter or coming off of screens. You got to stay down on his pump fake.
First one falls for him. So he gets them both.
And Devin Booker's impact on the game stretching far beyond just his elite ability to put the ball in the hole.
Pass to Hart. Little with the ball. He's against Crowder. Little can't hit.
He may not be the strongest inside presence in the league, but still, he's got to convert from there.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Lillard outside. He lobs it up. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Booker the bounce pass. It's stolen by Little. And now Portland on the break. Hart with it, working on Payne. They grabbed their own miss. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go. Out to Sharch. And he uses the glass on the layup. And now just a 2-point Portland lead.
Well, Sharch on the inside has really good quality footwork.
Back to Simons. Out to the right wing. Lillard outside. 6 to shoot. Kicks it out to Grant. And again, it's the Trailblazers missing. For Phoenix, they've gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. On the wing, Lee, defended by Hart. Lee, that's good. Lee's got the game tied up here for Phoenix.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Here's Lillard. 10 points for him. Pass to Simons. Hart with it. Passes it to Little. Back to Hart. Little with the ball. He's against Crowder. Lillard from outside. Rebound by the Suns. Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
Now the pass to Booker. Here's Sharch. That gives them the lead. Sharch has got the lead up to 2 now for the Suns.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here's Lillard. 1:37 left in the third quarter of the game. Now a timeout called by Portland.
Giving up a run here. Can they turn it around?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a fourth? I'm not sure.
Nurkic checked in for Nasir Little. Nurkic finds Hart. Simon's on the wing. Payne covering. Simon's on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Portland again missing. And it's Phoenix's ball. They've scored 10 straight. Here's Crowder. And the layup falls. And now a 4-point Suns lead.
Getting bumped after the shot, no problem for Jay Crowder.
1:04 left in the third quarter. Hart kicks to Nurkic. Lillard left side. Teardrop shot, and it's good on the way in. Lillard's got 12 in the game.
And with that basket right there, it brings an end to that 12-0 run by Phoenix.
Payne passes to Booker for the 3. Here's Saric. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Lillard against Booker. Offensive rebound. Nurkic. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Nurkic has got his second bucket. Booker with it. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
I like when Devin Booker's decisive about forcing the action. It's clear the defense is respecting his ability to score the ball.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for Phoenix. What a quarter that saw them generate a great comeback effort and are now out in front with momentum behind them. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Nurkic the pivot with Grant at the other post spot. Gary Payton II is out there with Anthony Simons. And it's Winslow in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Portland. The shot by Saric, no good. Trailblazers trail by 4. Grant finds Simons. Inside. Here's Nurkic. Tries yet again, and he sinks the layup. Nurkic has got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Trailblazers. Pass to Paul. Johnson outside. Pass to Ayton. The 3 drains the three-pointer. And the Suns lead by 5.
Think about the next few years. How much more complete will Ayton get? There's some indicators there.
We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Payton right side. And Brent now top of the key. And right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Brent's got 10 points in just the second half. Simons against Paul. And Grant sends it back.
A skilled shot blocker, Grant, coming over and is so quick off the floor. Swats that one out.
A nice shot by Simons.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And Phoenix has possession. Paul outside. Bridges outside. Pass to Ayton. Paul with the three. Drills the three-pointer.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. It's a three-point game. Ayton outside. And he lobs it up toward the rim, and the dunk by Winslow.
Now that is some vertical from Justice Winslow.
Phoenix has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Paul outside. Kicks it to Bridges. The pass to Ayton. From deep three-point range. Suns keep it alive. Changes up. Banked in off the glass.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Now a timeout called by Portland. And the Suns making a change here. Booker's checked in. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Guys, over the break, Chauncey Billups had some advice for his team. He knows they struggled at the free throw line, but he actually looked at the positive. He said, if we continue to get to the foul line, good things are going to happen. But we have to keep getting there. Maybe that'll take the heat off him a little.
Thanks, David. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Phoenix.
Great game for them offensively. I mean, coaches love seeing multiple shots per possession and then converting those second chance opportunities.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
The first one falls. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And typically not this reliable at the line, but tonight he's been terrific.
Paul passes to Ayton. Back to Paul. On the wing, Booker. And stolen by Payton. Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Lillard's checked in. The Suns leading. Bridges finds Booker. Back to Bridges. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in. Booker's got 3 assists in the game. Now, here's Lillard. On the wing, Payton. Six on the shot clock. Driving inside. Nurkic. Some solid defense from Ayton.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
Here's Johnson. Puts it up off the inbound. And the rebound by Nurkic. Payton up top. Down low. And the dunk by Grant.
Jeremy Grant, some change in the couch here, finding some offensive rhythm for the team.
Paul looking around. On the wing, Booker. Portland grabs the miss.
Not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
Winslow's shot is off.
Yeah, the three-pointer has not been his weapon in this one. He had one in the first quarter and still 0 here in the second.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Trailblazers trail by 4. Payton outside. Grant for 3. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got his 20th rebound here tonight. Saw that coming. Count that one. Booker's got the lead up to 6 now for the Suns.
And Booker does not lack confidence when it comes to his ball handling. Wow, sensational there.
And that's life above the rim. Courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now here's Payton. Johnson with the rebound. Johnson's got 6 rebounds in the game. Booker the pass to Johnson. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got 11 rebounds in the game. A baseline J, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. And here's Winslow. Pass to Grant. Trailblazers moving the ball around. 5 to shoot. Pass to Payton.
Good show of strength and confidence from Devin Booker that time. I like to see him active on the defensive end.
They recover it.
Well, his poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
That free throw missing.
And in his 7th season in the league, Jeremy Grant took a huge step forward. His scoring output went way up.
Yeah, and there's some recognition around that. He got some first-place votes for most improved player, and that's pretty impressive for a guy in the middle of his career. So the work ethic paying off, and he's desiring to get better.
And the Suns call time.
Yeah, you can't make any excuses right now for them giving the ball up as much as they have in this one. Hopefully they can get on the same page during this timeout.
And now let's present our New Balance player of the game, Chris Paul.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
Phoenix leading by 5. Passes it to Booker. Over Payton. And it's Portland with the rebound. Grant's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his 3rd foul of the game. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Lillard finds Nurkic. And here is Payton. First free throw is good. And both free throws good for Payton. And so it's Paul bringing it up for Phoenix. 3-point lead. He kicks to Booker. Shot clock at 6 from outside the arc. And the rebound by Nurkic.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
That one goes in.
Great self-confidence from Winslow on that play, taking it up strong inside.
And the pass to Ayton. No good on the shot. Some solid defense from Grant. The Trailblazers have gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the fourth. And he drives in.
That's what he does when he drives to the hoop. Look out.
Phoenix has gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the fourth. Paul passes to Johnson. To the middle. Nurkic with the steal. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Winslow against Bridges. Winslow kicks to Lillard. Looking to get back on track here. Good, and the nice assist from Winslow. Winslow's got 3 assists tonight. Can they get it? Bridges passes to Ayton. And that one drops. Ayton's got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, he passes to the wide open man. Bridges developing some team chemistry.
Back to Lillard. On the wing, Winslow. To the inside, Grant. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Grant's got 23 points.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Paul against Lillard. Paul kicks to Booker. The three-pointer, no good.
And offensively, he has been a liability more than he's helped this quarter.
Lillard against Booker. Lets the 3 fly. Oh, they get it back. Suns trail by 3. Here's Bridges. Yes! And the foul. It goes on Justice Winslow.
And Bridges elevating his game. Woo!
Portland's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Bridges against Winslow. Lillard outside. And he makes the first. And both free throws good for Damian Lillard.
And he's the one person that the coaching staff and the teammates love to see at the line in a tight ball game. You can pretty much bank on these.
Count that bucket.
And that is why Chris Paul has the ball in his hands. Delivered.
Now Lillard. Over Paul. Portland no good that time either. Phoenix has gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. Goes to the reverse layup and traps it in. Booker's got 4 points in the quarter.
That's why Devin Booker has the ball for moments just like that.
Portland trailing here. Payton outside. Pass to Winslow. We've got 1:48 left in the game. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
That's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
Now here's Booker, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Booker.
Man, the score being this close, you have to retain possession of the ball. You just can't give it away like that.
Simons, he's checked in for Portland. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They trail by 2. 1:30 left in the fourth quarter. Inside. Great pass to set up the lane. Payton's got it all tied up now for Portland.
Simons playing unselfish. That's going to help this team get in a great rhythm.
Simons against Paul. He feeds it to Ayton. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here. To the middle, stolen by Grant. Here's Simons. Pass for Grant. Over Booker. No good from Grant. The Suns shooting fairly well in the fourth, around 48%. Bridges dishes to Paul.
Remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
Now I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
43 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Simons, the pass to Payton. Lets it fly. And that one goes long. And so it's Paul bringing it up for Phoenix. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It's in!
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They're down by 4. We've got 13 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, what's your take?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
It's funny, at this point in the game, the coach is asking the team to be perfect. They haven't been to this point.
We've got 13 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Shooting 2.
It's the first, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Yeah, that'll ice it right there. Not everybody can keep their composure at the line in such a big situation.
So the Suns win it. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And now let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline for our player of the game. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Chris, what does a win like this do for you at this time of the season?
Hopefully it gives us a little momentum. We got a tough stretch coming up. We got our back-to-back next week, so hopefully it just gives us a little momentum.
We'll see if you can keep it going again. Thanks, Chris. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.